Hey, what's going on? This is Andre from AndreSanders.net. Is your heart in it and what you want? Something I got done listening to a replay call of a morning mindset call I listened to is one of the speakers had mentioned a mastermind part of our call as far as, if your heart is in it, whatever that you want, the skill set and everything else will follow. And also kind of reminds me of something I remember listening to what Steve Jobs said years ago, as far as do something that you love to do. Make sure that you love to do it, because if you don't, it's gonna show. It's no different from like when I was coaching youth football a few years ago. I could tell with some of the players I was coaching, their heart wasn't in it. It was just like they were basically just dragged there because the parents just wanted them out of the house. You see what I'm saying? And yeah, as a coach, here we are, coaching them all the techniques or whatever, but you could just tell it just showed. It just shows, in their actions, and it happens with anybody, anything they want to do. Be honest with you too, even when I was coaching, I put a lot of energy in it, but some people are like, oh, why you don't go back to coaching? Or when you don't play, since I'm still playing semi-pro football, like, oh, why do you go back to coaching? My heart's not into coaching. It's just what it is. And it makes no sense to tell somebody to do something that they don't want to do. If the heart is not in it, point blank. Now, obviously, your heart is in something, then it's kind of self-explanatory, because you're not going to stop them. I mean, you can be the naysayer all you want, or they can have the naysayers all they want, but when it really comes down to it, their heart's really going to be telling them something, even if they're not doing it, even if they're procrastinating on it, even if they're, they're doubting themselves. If their heart's telling them, hey, maybe I should go and do this, pursue what they really want, it's just telling you something. You're gonna notice that in your performance. It's like if you're in a relationship, you're gonna notice it as well, as far as if your heart's in it with this person or not. Not saying if you're married, different, obviously different situation. But I'm just saying, this point blank, as far as if your heart's in it and something that you love to do, it will show. And then obviously, like I said, over time you can build up the skill set as well. So that's why I can see why just little things that I've said this so many times in past videos as well, from what Napoleon Hill mentioned, as far as having a definite major purpose. That's really what it comes down to, something that you really like to do. If your heart's in it. Now, of course, yeah, things will change over time. You might grow into a different outcome over time. But even still, if your heart is into that, guess what? Go pursue that. Learn the skills, learn from the mistakes. You have to, trials, tribulations, the setbacks, learn from that, and then keep on pursuing on. Because again, when your heart's in it as well, that's not really going to matter. I don't care how big the setback is. It could be anything from health, relationships, business, looking for a new job, or whatever, any type of category, anything that you want, maybe a different career path. You'll figure out the way to, learn the skills over time. Again, because why? Because your heart's really into what you want to do. So again, going back to what Steve Jobs said, find something that you love to do, just go and pursue that. And everything else will follow over time, just from learning, just gaining the experience. So that's something I just want to leave you with. And if you got value from what we shared here, I'd love to be your comments below. I'd like to say this video. With that being said, I will see you in the next video.